Hi Aries, how are we guys? I'm going to get stuck into your monthly general tarot for, where are we? June 2019. This is for Aries, Sun, Moon and Rising. Thank you guys for checking in. I hope messages within this reading resonate for you. If they do, please do let me know. Like, comment, subscribe. I'm feeling a little bit better now, so and I apologise that you guys, the fire signs, have had to wait a little bit longer for the uploads. I've just been not feeling great, and I did the other 9 signs the other day, and I just need a little bit of a break. But I'm back now to finish off the fire signs for the month of June. I'm just going to get started with a quick little love overview. Just any messages that need to come through will come through. This again isn't going to resonate for everybody, but if they do, take the messages. If they don't, then just know that there may have been others here that needed to hear something a little bit more. What needs to come through always comes through, and whoever is reached that needs a message will always be reached, okay? And that doesn't mean that anybody else's wants and desires are any less or more valuable than anybody else's. It's just some just needed a little bit more. I apologise if I'm going to be coughing at all and slurping my coffee as we go through. Whatever stops that little throaty from getting a bit tickly. All right, let's see what we've got for Aries. I'll stop blabbering on for June. Actually, I might just get these guys sorted out because I don't want my little book to get hot because I'm being silly with a candle. Oh hello. Alright, we've got 2 cards come out for you guys, so there's that. Ready over there. We've got codependency. Okay. Addictions are affecting your romantic life. This is telling me that there are those of you Aries out there that are I feel like this message is for somebody that's not suffering with the addiction. This is somebody that is, I want to say, enabling the addiction, in a sense that you're dismissive of the fact that addiction is causing a problem in your connection, in your romantic life. I feel like you're sort of waking up to this a little bit more. Somebody's sort of like not willing to put up with this anymore, but at the same time, this has come from a place of understanding that the person that you're with and the person that they are when they are drinking are 2 different people. I don't see this being a violent situation or an abusive situation. I see that this person who has the addiction problem, this is just how they handle. This is just how they deal with emotions. They don't let emotions out. They bottle up and they hold on to. And you're sort of coming to the realization that this person isn't going to change for me. They need to change for them. So there's a sense of this realization and removing from the situation. Okay, is how that's coming in there. So I'll leave that. We've got getting to know each other. As you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. And I feel that this somebody is going to come together with a friend, a work colleague, an acquaintance. This is an energy where it kind of sneaks up on you. You're not sort of really looking for love in a way, like you want love and you're ready for it, but you're not like obsessed with the idea of needing to find somebody. And I feel that this person comes up for you in a way that's very natural, but it seems like it's very out of left field. You weren't expecting for this person to become the person that they're going to become for you, put it that way. So this is exciting. This is new love. This is romantic connection. Okay. Wonderful. Through conversation, this is how it starts off as a friendship and it goes from there. All right, I'm going to have a quick sip. Sorry, guys, I'm not trying to be rude. It'll just stop me from coughing and being all kinds of caca. All right. Still there. Alright, and if you come into the video at any time and I'm not paying attention, it's because I sort of don't face the screen. These are just general. I just connect and provide the messages that come forward. Actually, okay, I'm going to use. I'm not going to use those. I'm going to use these. Sorry, guys. I know I keep saying sorry. Yeah, and that's just because I just open up and I connect, and what comes through is what comes through. I am going to be doing lives where I do lives tarot and card readings for you guys. I might do one of those after this, depending how the energy goes. All right, let's see what we've got coming up here for Aries. Okay. I can see here that somebody is in a place in their relationship, their romantic connection, where it's one of you is, or maybe both of you, but I feel like the conversation hasn't really been had yet. But I get the sense that you are ready for the relationship to start progressing and moving forward. I feel like this involves two people wanting to live together. There's a sense of fear in wanting to address this and wanting to have this conversation and bring this up, because I think that there's been attachments in the past that has caused you to not want to confront these kind of ideals and these kind of wants and desires, because you've kind of been dismissed and made to feel that, you know, you were silly for wanting to move in together, or you've wanted to move in together but you haven't known how to address it in the past, and or you're kind of met with resistance. So you really like this person, you're ready for it to start progressing, but it's like, how do I address this? How do I bring this up? I don't want to run the risk of losing them by having this conversation. And I feel that that's where the fear comes from. The fear comes from the thought of, I'm going to bring this up because this is where I want to go and this is how I want to progress, and this person's going to leave. I'm not seeing that. I'm not seeing that. But at the same time, if you do have this conversation and you are met with resistance, respect that conversation. Respect that is where the person might be at. I'm not getting that. I'm not getting that. But you have this sense of needing to, like, make it the right time. I need to talk about this at the right time. I need to make sure that this person's in a good mood, and, you know, the lights are right and my left foot's pointing west, and you don't have to think about it so much. I'm not seeing that there's going to be an issue here. I do feel that the person that you're with wants to do this too, but they may say, yes, this is something that I want to do, but maybe not right now. And I think, like, the timing may be off. But it's not going to be a no. It's going to be like, maybe not right now, is how this is coming through. Okay. All right. Somebody's feeling a little bit stuck in terms of spiritual gifts. In terms, I feel like this person has been connecting with spirit, been working with spirit and beyond, and they've had an experience that's caused them to kind of block it off. Is how this comes in. Yeah, and it's caused this person to kind of block that off. Let me just see if I can get a clarifier here. And you kind of, as a result of this, feeling a little bit lost, like, which direction do I go into? I'm not sure. I'm not sure where I'm heading with my spirituality. I'm not sure what the point is of all this. just a sense of feeling disheartened about the fact that you feel like, I was all the way up here, and now because of this experience, I'm all the way back down here again. I I'm getting that this is more relevant to your journey than I think you're giving credit. And that is, and I'm sorry that sounds so ignorant. I feel like that's a really ignorant thing for me to say, but I think it's just because you haven't become aware of the fact that right where you are now with your spiritual journey, with the fact that things aren't where they were, I feel like it's right where you need to be. Wherever you were before, I feel like you've started, like it's like you think you've got to go back to the original stages and start all the way back here again. Like in third and fourth, and that kind of thing. Like whereas you were up on like 11th and 12th or 10th and 11th, I don't think you need to do that. You don't need to start back to basics again. Just pick up where you left off. That's what they're saying. Just pick back up where you left off. How, if you're struggling, meditation, I feel like that was something that you used a lot in the past. Well, I'm hearing meditation, and I'm hearing ask us. Okay, whoever it is that you're working with, whatever it is that you're doing, ask us. All right, thank you. Thanks, guys. All right, excuse me, I'm getting a bit blocked up again. Okay, let me just see what else we've got here with this one. A similar sort of thing from what I'm getting here. It's a sense of somebody sort of being on a successful trajectory, having hope for the future, and then it's like the weight, the legs. What does that say? Where your knees are knocked out from under you, or your legs are knocked out from underneath you, and it kind of flipped your perspective up on how it's like you were going this way, you were going in a forward trajectory. You knew where you were going, you knew what your next step was, you knew what your next stage was. And then something happened, and I feel like this is actually maybe a passing. And this has kind of caused you to re-evaluate, re-question everything. I feel that you were a positive person, a light person, a gentle person, normal person. And this passing happened, and you just see the world from darker eyes. And the reason I say darker eyes is because I think that this situation has put you, this light and airy, I'm just seeing a light person, light and airy, bubbly, just lovely, infectious. And it's like overnight this happened, and you're not that person anymore. You're in a bit of a you're in a darker place, you're in a more negative mindset, and that's totally fine. Like when we go through things, that's how we heal and deal a lot of the times. It can put us in that frame of mind and that perspective if we allow it, and sometimes it is just easier, and sometimes that's how we heal, and sometimes that's how we deal, and what have you. And there's a sense of just feeling lost, like having this feeling of everything's lost, everything's a waste. I feel like whoever this is relating to, I'm seeing pets or like a pet store. So this might be somebody that worked at a pet store. And the reason that they're showing me this is because they want you to start slowly in terms of piecing back together what it was that you did in your life before this event that brought you happiness. And for you, your greatest happiness was being around animals, pets, that kind of an energy. I'm hearing that this is excuse me. Oh my gosh, as soon as I start talking for too long, I get the tickle critters in the back of the neck. Excuse me. But yeah, this is what I'm hearing, to go back to that place. And that will help you in terms of, I don't feel like you've got any pets at home. I don't feel like you can have this. Oh my goodness. I don't feel like you can find this energy at home. Oh, how embarrassing. Just like a little bit of a choke fest. I'm sorry. Yeah, but I don't feel like this is an energy that you can find at home. You do have to go out and find and make this connection. If you don't want to go back to work or your place of business or whatever that is, go to the park or go to a friend's house, a neighbor's house, whatever, and just be with animals. Because I feel like that's going to get you back, or that's what's going to slowly start helping you to get back to where you were. All right. Oh my gosh, guys, your video. Oh, what a shamble. I'm so sorry. Hopefully these messages resonate for those of you that are watching. Otherwise, that'll be really awkward. Lots of spiritual stuff with you guys this month. I feel like somebody here is working with astrology. It's just a lot of stuff. There was a lot of that with a lot of the other signs as well. More so than, love related, work related. It was spiritually, a lot of the messages are spiritually guided. All right. So this message is for somebody that's working with astrology. Let's see. Okay. This is somebody that's working with astrology currently, but you're starting to feel a little bit unfulfilled. Not with the work that you're doing, not with the fact that astrology is your gift, what it is that your tool, what it is that you work with. But you're ready for the next stage, you're ready for the next phase. I feel like in your mind, you're kind of like, what's next? I've learned what I can, I'm doing what I can, I love what I do, but there's just that sense of more, that sense of what's next. I'm also feeling burnout. I feel like you might be giving your energy to a few avenues and areas that you use for promotional purposes. And for how this is coming through, it's like they've run their course. There might be a need to, and you know which ones they are. You've already been having this intuitive sort of pull to become aware of the fact, oh, maybe I should let this one go. Maybe I should let that one go. Yep, let those ones go. Hold on to the ones that you love, hold on and let go of the ones that you're not as passionate about. And this will free up a little bit more time. And then I feel like you're going to start getting more information and more messages for how you can progress further with what it is that you're doing and working with, and how it is that you're working with astrology, okay? And I don't know, okay, they're showing me like when you go like to a psychic expo or exhibition or what have you, metaphysical, whatever they're called. And there's a lot of psychics and what have you. There's a lot of psychics and mediums and crystal sellers and, all sort of nickies, all sorts of metaphysical stores and pop-ups and what have you. And you've had an idea to take what you do sort of on the road, and or at least, get yourself into your area at these kinds of exhibitions or conferences or whatever it is that they're called. They call them like psychic expos, is what I know them as. Excuse me. And you've had the idea to sort of start getting out there with the ones that are available to you in your local area. I'm hearing that this is the good way. This is the good way. This is the right way to go. I'm hearing that giving this a bit of a like a good hard crack is like, you already know this. You already know this. But these ideas are going to start coming to you once you free up a little bit more time, okay? If time's the issue, make it available. Okay. There you go. Okay. Somebody's going to have somebody moving in with them unexpectedly throughout this month. This is somebody that's sort of a little bit down and out. I feel like this is a relationship breakdown and you end up with somebody on the couch. Oops, excuse me. I see for a lot of you, there is a big message here for a lot of you, to take a little bit of time for yourself. If you feel at the end of the day you are only catching your breath, if you feel at the end of the day, I've got no time for myself, I'm that tired, but I want to sit up for 2 hours so that I feel like I've done something for myself for the day. I'm hearing, if and where you can, to try and make a little bit more time for yourself. Don't do the load of washing, save it for the next day. Don't vacuum the floor, sit down and read for 20 minutes. Whatever it is and where it is that you can make time. Sacral chakra for you guys. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. You can look at balancing chakras. You can look into sacral chakra meditation. I'm not going to go into all of it here today. New love for some of you coming in for the month of June. This might be. I'm getting the sense that it's like a setup or an arrangement or like a blind date kind of vibe. Somebody's going to be setting somebody up or bringing two people together. That's that kind of that's how this feels to me. So keep an eye out for that. If somebody says, I know somebody, I've got somebody that would be perfect for you, or you should go and meet this. Yep. This is probably meant for you. Okay, there's a holy guacamole. There's a sense here that somebody needs to, how this is coming through, it's like you can't move forward with somebody else. And I feel like people are coming at you with offers, like, and this is dates, like this is a dating kind of vibe situation. And people are coming to you with offers to go on dates, and you're kind of like torn. You're afraid, you don't want to, because I feel like you've been in a situation not too recently, but your last sort of relationship, and it's left you with a lot of residual hurt. It's left you with a lot of sort of negative emotional attachment to relationships and this person and this connection. I'm seeing here that, again, you've got, the base chakra. You can just look up on YouTube for meditations to do with this. But I'm feeling like whoever this is relating to, in terms of having offers to go on dates but turning them down and being afraid to, there's a sense of like there's a need to let go of this situation, this person, how it is that they hurt you. And I feel like you will really run through the ringer with this guy or girl, this person. And They have left you a bit broken. I can see that. They have got you sort of not feeling yourself, but I know that that's only temporary, all right? And at the same time, what they're saying is if you're getting all these offers and you're not ready, like 100% say no. Like, there's no need to say yes. But if you want to get back to a place where you're like, I don't want to be afraid of love, I don't want to be in this position where I feel like I can't have love because of what's happened to me. Excuse me. Yeah, then the message there for you is to definitely look into releasing what it was that set you back. How can you do that? You can focus on or write the best way I find is to write a list of the things that you feel you have lost as a result of the relationship not working out, and write a list of those things that you think that you have gained, and then look at why you think you've lost out because of this, and that will help give you a bit of a starting point for how to release and let go. Okay, what it is that's kind of holding you back. All right, I'm going to leave that there and pull myself together and see if I can get a few more of these done. Thanks, guys. I hope you have a great month, and thank you for watching.